sports fans, thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. Harris and Duren together in the middle. Ivey and Thompson are the 2 and the 3. And it's Cunningham in at the point guard position. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson right side. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Powell with it, and it's Ivey picking him up. Fires for 3. Powell's shot is off. Stan, while they're cobbling together in offense, the Heat will always compete defensively.
Well, BA, only 2 seasons in the last 3 decades have the Heat been below average in defensive rating, making that commitment a key pillar of the Heat culture.
Now here's Powell. There's the triple. From deep. Duren with a rebound. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And here's Ivey from the arc. Rebound Miami. Hero with it. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. The 3 is up. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, that's the danger of giving Hero a look from deep.
Harris with it. Now Wiggins defending. Harris passes to Cunningham. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Put Hero anywhere on the arc, and he'll shoot it. I mean, he is so confident.
Here's Harris, following the 3-point basket by Miami. Powell outside. The 3. Thompson pulls it in.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Kicks it out to Cunningham. Takes the 3. The offensive rebound. Ivey against Powell. Cunningham outside. Jacks up a 3. Powell pulls it in.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
There, the screen. Powell surveying the D. Kicks it to Hero. Fades away. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now, his first miss. And for Tyler Hero, people immediately think of the shooting, but there's much more to his game, coach.
Yeah, B.A., look, he's much improved as a playmaker. As a rookie, he only averaged about 2 assists. But last year, I think he was over 5, and he gives a consistent effort at the defensive end of the floor.
Thompson, no good.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about." This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up. Back over to you, Ryan.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all 3 levels.
Right wing. Fires the 3. Wiggins outside. The 3. The rebound by Detroit. Duren's got 5 rebounds in the game. Cunningham passes to Harris. Wiggins with a steal. It's Powell on the wing. And the shot falls short that time.
You can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area.
It's good on the putback.
And those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Adebayo from long range. Good on the shot.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And so it's Miami closing out the And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Jaime Jaquez out there with Powell. Then it's Davion Mitchell, and it's Jovic in at the center position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Sasser, no good with the triple. Miami leading by 7. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
Lets it go from deep. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Pass to Larson. Takes a 3. Again, the Heat misses. Pistons trail by 7. And here's LeVert for 3. Right side, Robinson. Sasser outside. Holland for 3. Miami grabs the miss. Powell outside. Pass to Larson. Again, the Heat misses. For Detroit, they've got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. Outside Robinson. Detroit moving the ball around. From behind the arc. Larson with a rebound. Miami leading by 7. On the wing, Mitchell. Sasser defending. And it's Mitchell. The miss. The 3 ball. That's no good. He's 0 for 4. Heat shooting just 21% from the floor. Here's Larson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Pistons trail by 7. Stewart outside. From outside the arc. He can't get it to go. Mitchell against Stewart. From the arc. Can't hit that one. LeVert outside. Pass to Holland. Outside to LeVert. Let's go with a 3. And again, the Pistons missing. The 3 from Mitchell. Drops in the 3. Mitchell's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Well, to play great defense, teams have to provide help. But how do you avoid overhelping?
It's a great question, B.A., and it's like anything in the game. Basketball is a game of decisions. I think people look at it and they talk about athletic ability and they talk about skills, which are both important. But the best players and the best teams are the best decision makers, and the same thing goes as to when to help and when to stay home on shooters.
So it's Miami now. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Powell for 3. LeVert with a rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Now here's LeVert. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Can't connect from long distance.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Powell. Here's Larson. Sends it home from three-point land. Larson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's LeVert. Now Robinson. Pass to Holland. 6 on the shot clock. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Robinson can't hit. Heat leading by 11. Here's Jaquez. And a miss there on the triple. Stewart outside. LeVert passes to Stewart. Oh, it's stolen away. And so it's Miami closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Defense is setting the tone. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
6. Fans, let's wrap it up and get ready for your bucket fight. Arena Entertainment.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. How about Tyler Hero displaying all of his skills today?
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Cade and Ivy, they're the backcourt. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. And it's Duren in at the 5, roaming the paint. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound Detroit.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
When you think about the skill of Cade. Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duren's future in this league.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Maybe plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Now here's Harris. Back to Thompson. That falls. Nice setup by Harris.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Cunningham against Hero. The shot from the low post is good. Hero's got 11.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And here are the Heat now, following the 3-pointer by Detroit. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now here's Cunningham. Still no points. Stolen by Hero. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Yeah, Adebayo there throwing it down with a little attitude.
And Harris throws it down.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Now here's Adebayo. He has 6. And it's Ware missing.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Jaquez has checked in for Miami. And the switch here also for Detroit. Robinson, he's checked in for Cade Cunningham. Count that one. He has 6.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Ware in the high post. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Now here's Jaquez. He's scoreless. Pass to Hero. Adebayo, a screen on Ivy. Hero for 3. Adebayo. Hero right side. For 3. Thompson pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Harris drives in. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. Detroit shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
Jovic, he's checked in for Miami. Larson comes in for Adebayo. Up top, Powell, defended by Jones. Here's Jaquez, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Pistons trail by 7. Outside Robinson. And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Out to Harris. Powell with a steal. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. Here's Larson. And again, no good by Miami. Down low. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Looking to get back on track. Blocked. And so it's Miami closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Well, and while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. They've got Davion Mitchell. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Larson in at the 2 spot. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Holland, he's checked in for the Pistons.
Substitution. Number 5.
Pistons trail by 5. Now here's Cunningham, and here's LeVert for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists tonight. Outside Mitchell, beyond the arc. Rebound Detroit.
Looking to answer the 3 from the other end. Maybe too eager there.
And finished off by Stewart.
Thunderous jam from Stewart.
And it's Miami's ball. They've led by as many as 11. Mitchell finds Adebayo. Bam! He gets it to go at the rim.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Back to Stewart. Robinson, a screen on Adebayo. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. When you're a 6'8" pivot like Isaiah Stewart, you'd better have the strength to battle longer players.
Yeah, B.A., his game is all about power. Once he establishes position, it's hard to root him out of there. And, man, he sets some teeth-rattling things.
Looking at who's out there now for Miami. Ware's checked in for Jaquez. Norm Powell comes in for Larson. And it's Hero in for Mitchell. Now here's Wiggins. There's the 3. And Cunningham pulls it down.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
To take the lead. And yes, sir! Lays it up and in.
Oh, one of the better attackers of the rim. Ivy will not be stopped.
Up top, Powell. Outside Hero. Shoots a 3. Stewart with a rebound. The Pistons leading. Cunningham. Oh, the range of Cunningham.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Powell outside. Harris there for the rebound.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Bucket is good.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Jalen Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. Now here's Adebayo. Yes! Using that window!
Wow, such a skilled 5. Dan's passing is really important to this offense.
Here's Ivy. Outside Thompson. Now Ivy. Thompson outside. He fires from 18. It's off. Heat trail by 4. 1:07 left in the final quarter. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Pistons ball.
And here's Detroit. They're on a 15-4 run. Cunningham. Ooh, assertive from Cunningham.
Cunningham's teammates and coaches trust in him in a big spot.
Foul! Oh, missed on the tray.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Capable of playing both 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
And the Heat with possession. Adebayo. Ooh, Adebayo stays with it.
Yeah, with the game on the line. Adebayo wants the ball, and he delivers.
Outside Cunningham. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Thompson fires. Oh, tried to cap off the break with a jumper. No good. Foul. Cunningham. Oh, he can't hit a tough 3. And so it's Detroit with the W. They have to feel good about
And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Alexander Sarr is out there with George. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Koulibaly in at the 2-guard. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priorities straight. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. It's good from long range.
Such a competitor. Hero got fired up by their last 3.
And McCollum puts up a deep 3. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Adebayo finds Hero. Shoots the 3. A.J. McCollum with the rebound. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Wasted no time on that one. Middleton's got 6 points.
And how smooth is that jumper? Middleton making it look easy from the corner.
Has to wear. Here's Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. Adebayo with a screen on McCollum. Adebayo. It's rebounded by Koulibaly.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
And the basket by McCollum.
And such a clever score. McCollum can unleash the floater, the pull-up. He's got it all.
And the Wizards with possession, following the miss by Bam Adebayo. And again, Washington with the triple.
3 points.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Hero from long range does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. And the big fella Alex Sarr showing promise. Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Now McCollum following the 3-point attempt by Bam Adebayo. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession. Remy Jaquez, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins.
Number 11, Jamie.
And it's the Heat with the ball. They trail by 11. And a wide open look for Hero. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to 3-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. Bam Adebayo is now the Heat's all-time leader in double-doubles. Bam said, I want to be number 1 in some, if not all of these categories. I just have to keep improving and keep chipping away. And then it's just focusing on getting these wins. Back to you.
Good priorities. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Now George, after Norman Powell, missed from long range. 6 to shoot. Here's Koulibaly. The Wizards with another miss.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. The Heat making a switch here. Larson's checked in. The Wizards also changing it up. Kisper's checked in for Keyshawn George. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Koulibaly. Here's Carrington. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Jaquez against Middleton. Off the run. The rebound by Carrington. Washington leading now by 11. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
That board looked easy for Sarr at 7-1. You expect second chance opportunities like that.
Drills the 3-pointer. Heroes got 6.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to McCollum. Here's Carrington. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Wizards to be in. What do you guys think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Kispert is out there with Gill. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Jones. And it's Carrington in at the point guard position. For 3, Mitchell, and the Heat, another 3. You know, DB, I heard some NBA officials talking about having a feel for the game and them drawing a line between playing aggressive and playing rough. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, Kev, this is so fascinating to me because we've seen a reversion back to a little bit more of a physical game. But without some definitive guidelines, it makes the officials' job harder.
For 3, Kispert kept alive.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Pass to Gill. Lets the 3 fly. A putback. Jones, the pass to Kispert. Goes up again. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Kispert's got his first bucket of the night. You know, Kispert is often labeled as a shooter, but DB has much more to his game.
There is no doubt, Kev. He moves the ball. He can attack a closeout. He's going to work very hard as a cutter. This is just a young man that plays the right way.
The shot by Powell, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
For 3, Mitchell. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Johnson from outside. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Jovic. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Carrington. And here is Johnson. Shoots from the corner. Kispert on the wing. Drills it from outside. Kispert's got the lead up to 14 now for Washington.
Boy, you allow a shooter of his caliber to get that good a look, and good night.
Wizards shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Pass to Carrington. From outside, off the mark.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this. No defender within 5 feet of him, just inviting him to shoot the three. That's a dangerous proposition. Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
For 3, Mitchell. Gill with the rebound. Washington leading now by 13. The 3 from Johnson. Powell pulls it in. 1:10 left to play in the first half. Here's Hackett. On the wing, Hackett. For 3, Mitchell. Will not drop. He's shooting 3 for 8 and not happy about it. Johnson outside. Outside, Jones. To the wing on the left. The 3. Rebound by the Heat. On the wing, Hackett. He's covered by Gill. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Near the three-point line, it's Kispert. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Kispert's got 7 points in the game. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Miami. 15-point game. And it's off from three-point range. Johnson, the pass to Gill. From deep, buries the long-range jumper. 6 points for him. Jaquez with a wide-open look. And so it's Washington with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back to the action in just a minute.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Boy, you have to like what we're seeing from Davion Mitchell.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Boy, he's been aggressive looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
Out on the wings for him, it's Powell and Wiggins. The post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. And it's Hero into the one. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. Tyler Hero wants to be the complete package. He said, quote, "I'm not thinking score, score, score. It's more about finding different ways to impact the game, knowing I don't have to force the issue. When I'm taking efficient shots and making the right passes, that makes us a dangerous team." Guys, back to you.
Yeah, he's finding that balance. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Adebayo with the ball. George picks him up. Got that bucket in no time at all.
Adebayo stretching his range, able to connect there.
And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the four without question.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
That's a 2 from Powell. They get the rebound. Here's Hero. That one's good from the corner. 8 points for Tyler Hero.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
McCollum against Hero. Over McCollum. Kicks it out to Hero. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Hero's got 5 points now in the quarter. Middleton against Wiggins. McCollum outside. On the wing. Koulibaly. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. His 3-pointers off the mark. Washington leading now by 9. Pass to George. Here's Koulibaly, guarded by Powell. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Kicks it out to Hero. Bangs home the trifecta. Hero's got 14 points for the game.
Making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
1:16 left in the third quarter of the game. There's Hero with the 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Czar's got his 7th rebound here tonight. McCollum outside. Launches a 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. And it's an 11-point Wizards lead.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And it's Wiggins missing.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
This is why perimeter defense is so critical. Everyone has a three they can drop on you.
Shot is good, and the Wizards lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Hero.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Fires the three, and the Heat another three.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. They've got Carlton Carrington. Jones is out there with Gill. Then it's Johnson, and it's Kispert in at the three, the small forward. Wizards leading by 9. From the arc, and that one's good. Gill.
Well, you give him that much space, he's going to look like an elite shooter.
For Miami, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Mitchell way outside. Miami no good on that time either.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Pass to Carrington. Fires for 3. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
It's up a 3. Miami no good on that time either.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Smart pass by Johnson. I think developing his playmaking will be key for his game.
Larson, no good. On offense, here are the Wizards. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Johnson in the corner. And stolen by Wiggins. For 3, Mitchell. Gill with the rebound. Gill's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Jones from outside. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 11 rebounds in the game. Train from outside.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Missed on the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Cleared away by Jones.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And stolen by Wiggins. Adebayo fires. Off target from outside. And it's Washington's ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Mitchell misses the 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Carrington. Covered by Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson outside. Buries the deep ball.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Wizards.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
The Heat trail by 18. Wiggins right side. Fires away from outside. Johnson rips down the board. And it's Washington's ball. They're on a 14-3 run. From deep. No good. And Miami has possession. Mitchell fires. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Jones. Shot clock at 5. From way back, the shot misses. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight.
Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson. And we'll have Ale LaForce reporting for us. A look at the opening lineup for Washington. Chris Middleton is out there with George. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Sarr. And it's Coulibaly in at the 2-guard spot. Duren, the pass to Harris. And he gets the bucket.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all 3 levels.
McCollum's shot is off.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duren is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim. Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
For 3, here's Harris. Rebound by the Wizards. And we're about a minute into the first. From deep, Sarr. And Cunningham pulls it down. For Detroit, they've called 1 of 4 to begin this one. Harris, a screen on Middleton. And here's Cunningham outside. It's rebounded by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Washington. From downtown. And Middleton gets it to go on the assist by Coulibaly.
I'll tell you what, I mean, it feels like Middleton can shoot from anywhere, but he's especially deadly from the corner.
Duren, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
3-pointer is up. Middleton. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
There's Cunningham with a 3. Tries again. No good that time. Good D by Sarr. Washington has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. 3-pointer is up. Middleton.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. He's even able to block shots like that.
Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's McCollum. Deflects the pass. George finds Coulibaly. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Here's Cunningham. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, strong player mentally. Cunningham showing the physical strength on that play.
Tim, how do you like this blend for the new Pistons? Wily veterans alongside the new blood.
I love the way they have built this team. Shooting was their Achilles heel, but these veterans bring spacing and savvy.
Duren, no good.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Pass to George. Now here's Sarr. Here's the 3. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds now. Harris passes to Thompson. He shoots a 3. Doesn't go that time. Wizards leading by 4. Here's McCollum. No good there. Cunningham on the wing. George defending. Ivy outside. And again, the Pistons missing. For Washington, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. McCollum outside. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
For a 6'3" guard like McCollum, the floater is a must. Just goes right over the shot blockers.
Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
George's shot is good. Pistons trail by 6. Harris outside. Cunningham left side. From deep. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going.
Substitution on the floor.
17 seconds left now in the first quarter. McCollum against Cunningham. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
And I like how tough Cunningham is, welcoming the contact on the way to the hoop.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Both free throws good from Cunningham.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Here's Carrington. Sinks it. What range from downtown. It's intercepted. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. It's Washington. Lead. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Wizards.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And another area of success for them has been the fast break. They have repeatedly gotten out in transition and found easy shots.
Marcus Sasser is out there with Karis LeVert. Then there's Holland, then it's Duncan Robinson, and it's Stewart in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Over to the wing. Here's Holland. The rebound by the Wizards.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, that's just a wasted opportunity.
Yeah, that one's good. Whitmore. Grant, you were a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, BA, you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make threes. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards. Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Outside Carrington. From deep three-point range. LeVert with a rebound. Pistons trail by 6. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. From deep three-point land. No good.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
And some changes here for Detroit. Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. Ivy comes in for LeVert. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Sasser. And then for Washington, George, he's checked in for Kispert. Chris Middleton comes in for Johnson. And it's Coulibaly in for Whitmore. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. And Washington will go for a different look here. Jones, he's checked in for Champagny. Gill comes in for George. Kispert's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Johnson in for Coulibaly. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back to you guys.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report.
Yeah, such a polished shooter, even as a rookie. Johnson gets the ball and drills it.
Here's Cunningham. It's hauled in by Carrington. Washington leading by 5. Johnson for 3. That shot is off. For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
Here's Johnson. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Yeah, for a young wing like Johnson, scoring inside will open up the rest of the floor for you.
Washington has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Kispert. The rebound by Detroit. Stolen by Jones. Let's go with a 3. Thompson pulls it in. Pistons trail by 4. Outside Robinson. And again, no good by Detroit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And there's the rejection.
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
Tobias Harris checked in for Robinson. Here's McCollum. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got 6 rebounds in the game. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Detroit shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
And it's a completely new group for Washington. And here's Duran for 3. The shot off that time.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Jones, his shot is good.
The assist, Kispert.
Well, Detroit shooting only 36% during the second. On target from range. Harris has got 8.
And the coaches rave about Harris and his three-point shooting. Helps his team space the floor.
Back to Carrington. Pass to Jones. Here's Johnson. 3 seconds left. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
He hits the second from the line. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Wizards out in front, leading by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the 3rd quarter, right after the break.
Let's get ready for your Pocket Back Arena Entertainment.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One guy who's been getting it done is Chris Middleton.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Checking out the group for Brian Keefe to start the second half. George out there with Sarr. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Coulibaly in at the 2. Out to McCollum. And stolen by Cunningham. Here's Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now. Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
McCollum against Cunningham. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Not only a perimeter player, McCollum can go inside.
And the last few seasons' legs, C.J. McCollum playing mainly point guard, but for his career, mostly at the 2.
Yeah, listen, he can play either, certainly can be a lead guard when he needs to be, but shooting and scoring off the dribble is really his bread and butter, and he can get to it from any angle, any platform, in any situation.
Great player regardless.
Absolutely.
Duran with a screen on Coulibaly. Ivy passes to Harris. And the 3-pointer goes. Harris has got 11 points.
Yeah, the corner is a great spot for Harris. He works to get open over there.
Coulibaly on the wing. Back to Middleton. Lets the 3 fly. And Ivy pulls it down. Ivy's got 4 rebounds now. Cunningham with the ball. Now Sarr defending. Cunningham passes to Harris. And Harris throws it down.
And for Harris, it's about getting into a rhythm. Once he does this, he can take over games.
Shot blocked. McCollum with a steal. And the Wizards on the break. Here's George. And that comes off the assist by Middleton.
Yeah, he can't find that player if his eyes aren't up. Really nice play.
2 minutes remaining.
Cunningham finds Thompson.
2 minutes.
Great D that time from Middleton. Washington has got nothing to fall from outside in this 3rd quarter. McCollum against Cunningham. Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got 6 points in the quarter.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Here's Duran. The rebound by the Wizards. Sarr's got his 6th rebound on the night. And the Wizards last season with the worst record in the Eastern Conference. Grant second in losses only to Utah.
Yeah, B.A., the course is clear. Development and youth. The losses can be tough to stomach, but they do have some intriguing up-and-coming players.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Guys?
Establishing the mindset. Allie, thanks very much for the report. McCollum into the lane. And he missed there. 4 for 8 shooting now so far. To the inside. Stolen by Sarr. And the Wizards on the break. Nice shot by George.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Here's Sasser. Pass to LeVert. On the wing, Jones. Nails it from 3. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, you can't ignore someone like that on the perimeter. If he gets a good look, he is going to knock it down.
Outside Coulibaly. Back to Carrington. Down low. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Yeah, easy enough for the 7-footer. Sarr bringing the house down.
LeVert outside. Washington shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Substitution on the floor.
With 2 seconds left. Shot's good by Carrington. Carrington's got 7 points in the game.
That's how you draw it up. The defense just couldn't react in time.
2 minutes are allowed to review.
Well, we thought the 3rd quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not. And so it's Washington leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, the pass was so effective. Great job moving the ball with purpose.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Isaiah Stewart. Karis LeVert is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Holland, and it's Robinson in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Johnson with a double team, and there's Cunningham outside. Sinks it from distance. Cunningham's got 5 points in the quarter.
And look at the lack of hesitation. Cade gets the ball and is confident he can make the shot.
And it's Whitmore missing. Pistons trail by 3. Cunningham with the ball, and Johnson picks him up defensively. To tie it up, Cunningham attacks for 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the 3-point line.
Outside Robinson. Inside, Holland. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
Well, the margin for error is getting smaller, so the stakes on each possession are getting bigger.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
And here's LeVert for 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Count it! And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's a 3-point game. Lays it in easily.
Well, LeVert is willing to put his body on the line, doing whatever it takes to get past the foul and score.
And some changes here for Detroit. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Harris comes in for Holland. And it's Thompson in for Robinson. A big group substitution here for Washington. Sarge checked in for Champagny. George comes in for Johnson. Koulibaly, he's checked in for Whitmore. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Carrington to take the lead. Ooh, it misses. The Wizards have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Oh, it's off! The Pistons have gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the fourth. 6 of 7.
What a play by Harris. When he's called upon by his squad, he rises to the occasion.
Here's Middleton. Takes a 3. And he nails it.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
Well, you would think by now they would have learned their lesson defensively. You have to stay connected to him.
Harris. Up again. Rebounded by Sarr. Middleton. Duren pulls it down. The Pistons trailing. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Another chance.
Yeah, just so active. I love the passion Duren brings to this game. And the skill set, too, is developing.
Good on the first. And that ties this game up. The Pistons making a switch here. Ivy's checked in.
Well, they had a chance to take the lead, but at least he tied it up.
Ivy against Koulibaly. Middleton with a screen on Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now McCollum. Unloads. Oh, the miss in the face of great defense. Harris down low. Koulibaly defending. Koulibaly with the rebound. Got a piece of it. Duren with a steal. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Koulibaly with the rebound. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now George. It falls!
Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just pluck. What body control with a defender right in his face. You can't do it any better than that.
Koulibaly fires. Can't hit it. And here's Harris. Cunningham, right side. It's good.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny.
of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
So the opening lineup for the Heat. Out in the wings for him, it's Powell and Wiggins. The post tandem, Adebayo and Ware. And it's Hero into the point guard position. The drive by Powell. Wiggins outside, just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, hits the three-point bomb.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
Cunningham passes to Ivy. Stripped it away. Powell for 3. They get it back. Adebayo with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Ware. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Stan, when you think of the most athletic teams in the NBA, the Pistons have to be right up there.
Yeah, a handful of supreme athletes. And most importantly, Kevin, they use that athleticism to attack and disrupt. That's what makes the difference.
Harris misses. Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Has to Ware. Powell feeling it out a bit. Back to Ware. The Heat need to get a shot off. Puts up a deep 3. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Duran. Here's Harris. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
Ware kicks to Hero. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Cunningham. Here's Duran. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
You have to be ready for Duran to shoot.
Hero against Cunningham. Left side, Hero. The kick out to Adebayo. Just 4 to shoot. Powell, no one around him. No good on the 3.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Duran finds Cunningham. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved, the team has improved, but we're not finished yet. Back over to you.
On the rise. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Took him no time at all on that one. Wiggins has got 6.
Man, that's a comfortable spot for Wiggins. He has a great feel for that corner 3.
He had a nice open look right there.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Duncan Robinson comes in for Asar Thompson. And it's LeVert in for Jaden Ivey. Hero attacking. It's stolen by Duran. LeVert the pass to Harris. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. Duran sets the screen for Cunningham. Fires from deep. Miami grabs the miss. Here's Adebayo. Scoreless thus far. Here's Larson. No good on the triple. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Heat lead. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
They've got Holland. Karis LeVert is out there with Marcus Sasser. Then it's Robinson, and it's Stewart in at the 5. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. And saying the name, Nikola Jovic. I have to make sure, Coach, I get that right.
Yeah, there's only one letter difference in that last name, but there's a big difference in terms of their game. Jokic, obviously a center. Jovic, a wing player, but this guy's got great size and skill, and people will know this name over the next few years.
Hawkins outside. Pass to Larson. And again, it's the Heat missing. Detroit has gone 1 or 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. LeVert from outside. It's rebounded by Jovic. Miami's gone 0 or 2 from deep here in the second. Out to the right wing. Trains it from beyond the arc. Jovic has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Pass to Holland. Back to Sasser. Here's Holland. Hawkins defending. Holland, no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Quinman's checked in. And Jones subbed in for Duncan Robinson. And Miami also making a switch. Wiggins is checked in. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Tyler Hero comes in for Davion Mitchell. Heat leading by 6. They set the pick. There's Hero with a 3. LeVert grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Jones finds Stewart. Here's LeVert. Stewart, a screen for LeVert. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Hero. Miami's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Wiggins outside. Stolen by Jones.
2 minutes remaining in the
pass to Quinman. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And again, it's the Heat missing. Pistons trailed by 6. LeVert from outside. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team. There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
Hero from long range. Miami no good on that time either. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And it's LeVert missing. Heat shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. On the wing, Hawkins. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And for the Pistons, they're shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Stewart misses. The Heat with the lead. There's Hero with the 3. Drops in the tray. Hero's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Powell against LeVert. Here's Sasser. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
There's the three. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Miami ahead, leading by just one. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention now to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Andrew Wiggins really making a difference here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
He's a problem, no doubt about it. One that opposing teams have to grapple with every time he takes the court.
On the court for the Heat, Wiggins in the front court along with Adebayo. Tyler Hero out there with Norman Powell. And it's Ware in at the center position. Lets it go with the three. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Powell.
Well, clearly Adebayo's feeling very confident firing out there from the perimeter.
Thompson passes to Duran. Out to Thompson. And here's Cunningham. For three, Harris. And the three ball is good. Harris has got himself on the board with three there.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to get.
It's Hero with the drive. Pass to Powell. Clock at 6. Shoots the three. Adebayo kicks to Ware. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Ware's got 5 now.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And here's Harris from the arc. That one doesn't go. For Heat leading by 3. To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender. All right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
Ivy, no one around him. Out to Harris. Pistons passing it around. The shot goes down and he gets his game back to even. Harris has got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. There's Hero with the 3.
Well, I think Duran was in the shooter's head. Did a nice job with that contest.
A kick out to Cunningham. And here's Harris from the arc. Harris missing again. Miami's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Hero against Cunningham. The kick out to Adebayo. Miami no good on that time either.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
The Heat have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Detroit's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." Back to you.
High praise indeed. Allie, we thank you very much. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Over Cunningham. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
Well, what you have to love about Hero is how confident he is. Some of the shots he takes and makes demonstrate that to a T.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Stewart's checked in for Jalen Duran. Holland comes in for Asar Thompson. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Ivy. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Cunningham. Hero from long range. Rebound, Detroit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside for Robinson. Pass to Holland. Stolen by Hero. Here's Larson. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the three. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. LeVert with a wide open look. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And continuing to impress and taking on more responsibility. LeVert understanding when he should look to score.
Outside, Hero. Buries the long-range jumper. Hero's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Heat.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pistons lead by 2. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure pack basketball. We've got Isaiah Stewart, Duncan Robinson out there with Holland. Then there's Karis LeVert, and it's Cunningham in the point guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Duran, he's checked in for Stewart. Tobias Harris comes in for Holland. Thompson, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Karis LeVert. Cunningham for 3. Wiggins with the rebound. The Heat trail by 5. Adebayo with the screen on Cunningham. Pass to Hawkins. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
That's just sloppy. I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
Yeah, but errors like that happen. The important thing is not to let them compound on you.
Duran sets the screen for Thompson. And stolen by Wiggins. Adebayo with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Hawkins can't hit. Pistons leading by 5. Fires the 3. Out to Thompson. Tries a 3. The putback. Back to Duran. Pass to Thompson. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Hawkins with the screen on Cunningham. Harris against Mitchell. Here's Adebayo. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Takes it inside. Out to Harris. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Ivy. No good with the triple. The Heat trail by 5. Fires the 3. No good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And stolen by Wiggins. Here's Larson. Ivy defending. Wiggins. And get the 3.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Here's Harris. Ivy outside. Now Cunningham. Puts up the 3. And there's the 3.
Well, yeah, that's why he was the #1 pick back in 2021. Cunningham showing there that he can dominate games.
Mitchell. The 3 doesn't go. Detroit leading by 8. On the way, Harris. Covered by Mitchell. Cleared away by Adebayo.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Stolen. Mitchell fires. Knocks down the 3.
And such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
From outside, three, good.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Cunningham, the 20-foot jumper, good.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Puts it up from deep. That shot, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Curran, no good from three.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And here are the Pistons. They lead by 1. Mitchell looking it over. Drives to the hoop.
Well, Duran making his physical presence known.
Now, Adebayo to take the lead. That one is off. And so it's the Pistons who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued.
the Wizards will get the first possession, and the starting lineup for Miami. Adebayo and Ware together inside. Powell at the 2 with Wiggins at the 3. And it's Hero in at the point guard position. Now here's Middleton. Wiggins with a steal. It's Adebayo, high post. And Adebayo slams it in.
Anticipation by Wiggins jump-starts the fast break, and you'd think with his athleticism, he'd pick up some more of these.
Doris, Norman Powell has been impressive ever since his younger days.
Well, he put people on notice in high school, right? He wins the dunk contest for San Diego County. He was on 2 All-State teams and won a state championship, and boy, he has proven a scorer in the league.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Middleton, no good. And it's Powell with the ball for the Miami Heat. Fires from the corner. Hero, no good.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Sarr finds Coulibaly. Puts up a 3. Rebound Miami. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. It's Hero on the take. Outside Adebayo. 5 on the clock. Wiggins for 3. They get the rebound. Powell outside. The 3. And again, no good by Miami. Washington has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here's Hero. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Yeah, rising up on a dime. I love seeing Hero be assertive like this.
Pass to Middleton. Fires for 3. Pure from 3-point range.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Adebayo. Here's Wiggins. Powell passes to Wiggins. Off the mark there with a 3. Now here's Middleton. Outside Coulibaly. Back to Middleton. Out to McCollum. Stolen by Hero. It's Powell on the wing. Coulibaly defending. Powell passes to Adebayo. A minute 50 left in the first. Wiggins with it. McCollum covering. Wiggins no good.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
And while they struggle to win games, the Wizards are focused on achieving what they call smaller wins, Doris.
B.A., I think this is an incredibly smart approach for this reason. You do not have enough yet talent and experience combined to win in the NBA. So you have to look for the positives as you try to develop your program, which means draft well. Player development is absolutely critical, and your ability to celebrate those smaller wins means you're making progress.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. The Miami Heat said Coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
We know CJ can score it, but the passing component of his game, I mean, McCollum's really upgraded it.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's McCollum. Adebayo with a steal. Wiggins against George. Pass to Ware. Hero outside. Looking to end the run. Nice jump shot.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
And a closely contested grit and grind first quarter comes to a close. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at Washington's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
They've got Johnson. He's out there with Carlton Carrington. And it's Jones in at the 5, down low. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. The shot by Johnson, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Larson, no good. The Wizards with a lead. The 3 is up. And Johnson is good for 3. Johnson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Miami, no good that time either. Washington leading by 4. Here's Kispert. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Doris' offensive rebounding was down for a few years, but it's making a comeback.
What teams realize, Brian, is that you can absolutely corner crash, create extra opportunities for yourself without putting your defense at a deficit.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Johnson. 6 to shoot. The 3 is up. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert. Heat trail by 3. For 3, Powell. Jones grabs the board. Outside Johnson. And there's the drive. Softly drops in the floater. Johnson's got 5 now.
Yeah, Johnson putting his quickness to use. He's tough to slow down once he gets going.
The 3 from Mitchell. It's rebounded by Washington. Here's Gill. Still no points. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Jones, the pass to Kispert. Fades back. Knocks it down from distance. And it's an 8-point Washington lead.
Well, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Jaquez. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. There's a screen. Outside Jaquez. Here's Jovic. The 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Hill's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jones, pass to Kispert. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Kispert's got 8 points in the quarter.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Gill. It's Carrington on the wing. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Powell, left side. Here's Jovic. Launches it. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Guys with size who can shoot with range, that is a tough tandem to defend.
And Carrington, here we go. Here's Gill. And the 3 off target. Heat trail by 5. Jaquez with it. He's picked up by Jones. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Mitchell. They set a pick. From 13, it's hauled in by Carrington.
Boy, he'd be the first to tell you that is a shot that we expect him to make.
And here's Kispert from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Kispert's got 11 points.
The 3-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
And it's Mitchell penetrating. Powell in the post. Defended by Kispert. Powell passes to Jovic. Back to Powell. That shot missing.
And great job to establish position and square up.
First personal foul. Substitution on the court.
And so it's the Washington Wizards finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
And now, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Corey Kispert. What a contribution.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Setting the floor for the Heat. Powell at the 2 with Wiggins at the 3. Adebayo and Ware together inside. And it's Hero in at point guard. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Wizards leading by 8. 4-3. Middleton, no good. And Doris, even in the latter stages of his illustrious career, this coaching staff trusts Chris Middleton to create offense.
Well, one of the reasons you hear that, BA, is Chris Middleton is the very definition of a solid basketball player. He can play with the ball in his hands. He can get off the ball and knock down shots at a high level. We've seen him under duress in big-time championship moments make every right read. It's never a bad decision to give him the basketball.
Pass to Ware, launches a 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Sarr with it, picked up by Ware, and finished off by Sarr.
Yeah, easy enough for the 7-footer. Sarr bringing the house down.
Out to Powell. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by George.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Pass to Ware. Back to Wiggins. Ware the screen. There's the triple. And Wiggins knocks down the 3.
This guy gets up in the air so smoothly. Andrew Wiggins, a nice foundation for that shot.
Here's Coulibaly. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Adebayo. Hero outside. Pass to Ware. The kick out to Adebayo. Shot clock at 5. And here's Hero. Yes! And it's Adebayo picking up the assist. And now just a 5-point Washington lead. And here's Middleton. He has 6. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And it's a completely new group for Washington. Jaime Jaquez is checked in for Miami. Powell passes to Hero. Jacks up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Hero's got 12 points.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Adebayo sets a screen for the lead. Hero, no good. Washington has gone 1 of 4 here in the 3rd from range. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. Here's Kispert. 11 points in the game. Poke loose. It's stolen by Jaquez. To the paint. Tipped. Miami moving it around. Powell outside. Outside Adebayo. Pass to Hero. Here's Ware. Oh, and that one, no question. Powered it down.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Larson's checked in for Adebayo. It's Carrington on the wing. He's guarded by Hero. And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 13-5 run.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
Here's Carrington using his post moves to get the 2 points. And so Hero will bring it up for Miami. 2-point game. Jaquez, the pass to Hero. And there's a pick. Fires the 3. Drains the triple. Hero's got 15.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Heat. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Johnson is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Cam Whitmore. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's Champagny at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. So for Washington, Jones, he's checked in for Champagny. Gill comes in for Middleton. And Corey Kispert subbed in for Whitmore. Here's Johnson. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, for a young wing like Johnson, scoring inside will open up the rest of the floor for you.
Jaquez with a screen on Johnson. Here's Larson, covered by Johnson. Clock at 6. And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Gill's got 7 rebounds in the game. Kispert with the ball. Wiggins on him. Lets a floater go. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert. The Heat with the lead. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th. The Wizards have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. To take the lead, here's Gill. And that one is stuffed right through.
Wow, pretty much an unbelievable slam there, BA.
And you got that right. Mitchell with the ball. A deep 3. The shot misses.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Kispert. Fires the 3. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Jaquez with it. He's picked up by Jones. Outside Jaquez. Adebayo a screen on Jones. Here's Adebayo. It's Adebayo inside.
The moment Bam gets the ball close in, he's really hard to stop.
He got it.
You know, his selectiveness is worth mentioning here. This guy is not forcing shots, and yet he is cooking.
And they double up Adebayo. Mitchell fires. Cash from downtown.
I'll tell you, he turns a difficult situation of duress into a simple basket with a precision pass out of the double team.
Cash it in.
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game.
Well, he knows how much was riding on that possession. You get the sense he relishes the chance.
Here's Larson, covered by Johnson. Andrew Wiggins. And the 3 misses. Wizards leading by 3. Kispert with the ball. Now Wiggins defending. They set the screen. From downtown. Rebounded by Adebayo.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Wiggins outside. Here's Mitchell. Now Adebayo. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat. Double team on Mitchell. Wiggins! Oh, it's no good! That would have tied it. And Washington has possession. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Here's Jones. Here's Gill. Pounded by Adebayo. Money from three!
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And talk about coming up clutch. This is why Bam gets the ball in these moments.
Puts up the tray. So it's a narrow victory for the Wizards. Pulling out the W. What a performance.
to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Tonight, it'll be the Washington Wizards going up against the Detroit Pistons. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Duren in at the 5.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to Song. Harris against George. 6 to shoot. The wide open look here for Koulibaly. Good on the three-point shot. What a treat we have tonight, Greg. These teams give us a glimpse into the future of the NBA.
No doubt about that. These are the guys that might eventually turn into the superstars that run the league. They're still very up and coming, but loads of talent on the floor in this one.
For 3, Middleton. Detroit with the rebound.
He's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Right wing. Harris outside. Cunningham outside. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Koulibaly.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Count that one.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And the shot goes in.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
And Tim, watching Alex Czar, it's clear he can be a defensive game changer.
Well, his versatility is what jumps out at you, Kevin. Able to guard the three-point line and protect the rim. He's everything you want in a shot block. Timing, length, and verticality.
Got that one up quick.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Offensive rebound. Harris's shot is off.
Now, he was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
George with the screen on top. Up again.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
And again, it's the Pistons missing. Here's Washington now. They've scored 10 straight. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said, the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game. Use the things that got you here and see if it sticks. Guys?
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And here's Ivy following the three-pointer by Chris Middleton. Koulibaly against Cunningham. McCollum outside. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Detroit. Duren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finish.
Here's Koulibaly. That fall. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Koulibaly's got 6.
Yeah, they built up this league 3 points at a time.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. So it's the Wizards now after the basket by Detroit. George looking around. In the corner, it's Koulibaly. From the arc. Rebound, Detroit. There's 21 seconds left here in the opening quarter. For 3, Harris. The three-pointer is right on target. Harris has got his 2nd basket.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch. I mean, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Inside and stolen by Song. And so it's Washington ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A look at And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
Carlton Carrington is out there with Johnson. Then it's Jones. Then there's Gill. And it's Kispert in at the 3. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. One on Kispert. All right, legs, follow me here. You look at the rise of teams like Detroit. There's a lot to be said for having young legs.
Well played, Kevin, well played. And look, today's game exacts a physical toll. And if you think of it, that's especially true when you're playing a team like the Pistons. They play fast and they hit hard.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The shot by Stewart with no one around. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Shot by Johnson, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Robinson, that's good.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Carrington up top. He's covered by Sasser. Outside for Robinson. Offline with his 3. Wizards leading by 4. Johnson, wide open, he fires. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Robinson misses. Wizards have gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Drills the 3-pointer.
Smart pass by Johnson. I think developing his playmaking will be key for his game.
And again, it's the Pistons missing. Washington's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. From deep, it's hauled in by Stewart. Pistons trail by 9. The 3 does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Sars checked in for Jones. Keyshawn George comes in for Gill. Chris Middleton's checked in for Corey Kispert. And it's Koulibaly in for Johnson.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
Robinson passes to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Koulibaly misses the 3. Pistons trail by 7. You know, Tim, when you look at Bilal Koulibaly, outstanding length for a wing.
They're 6'8" with the reach of Stretch Armstrong. The tools are all there. And at his young age, there is plenty of time to develop his offensive skills.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 6. Off target with his 3.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Jones checked in for Alexander Sarr. Hill comes in for Keyshawn George. Kispert's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Johnson in for Koulibaly. Detroit also making some changes. Jalen Duren comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Duncan Robinson. Now, here's Cunningham. Ivy kicks to Thompson. Back to Ivy. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
Here's Gill. Here he goes. Power down with both hands.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Cunningham. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And this is the beauty of Cunningham. He can score from anywhere on the floor. That length, obviously, a huge advantage.
Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Go into the rack with energy. Isn't the D afraid to cut him off?
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Back to Ivy. Harris looking it over. Got it up. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Washington basketball.
Here's Carrington. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Wizards lead by 4. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
27.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Tobias Harris. He has really been playing well.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Well, this is the level of performance we've come to expect. What a half from him.
And Detroit, looking at who they've got. The wing pair we'll see going is going to be Ivy and Thompson. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duran at the center spot. And it's Cunningham in at the point guard. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
Here's Gill. Fades back. The Wizards with another miss.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Out to Johnson. Trying his luck from deep. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. And Washington going with a whole new group here.
Substitution on the court.
Wizards leading by 4. Middleton looking it over. Fires from deep. Detroit with the rebound. Duran's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Washington has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Takes a 3. Koulibaly, no good. Pistons trail by 4. Here's Ivy. Another shot. Got a piece of it.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Skwara, has major defensive potential.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. George has got the first bucket of the third here for the Wizards. Thompson for 3. Rebounded by McCollum.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Pass to Middleton. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And we talk about Middleton's accurate shooting often, but they are reminding us of his dunking ability as well.
But what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Cunningham finds Harris. Duran against Song. Out to Thompson. Shoots a 3. T.J. McCollum with the rebound.
He has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
So, Tim, when you look at what wins in this NBA, many say the heyday of the super team has come and gone. Why is that?
Well, I believe the new collective bargaining agreement has made it awfully difficult for teams to pay 3 stars and also fill out their roster with complementary role players.
So what's the answer? How do teams build?
I think the answer Oklahoma City has captured. You have to have great chemistry, certainly a star at the top, and then guys that understand the pecking order of that team. I think that's how you get it done. Build around defense.
Great example. Stewart's checked in for the Pistons.
Number 28.
Washington leading now by 11. Outside, Jones. Pass to Johnson. Now Carrington. puts up a three. Rebound, Detroit.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Thompson from long range. Now here is Harris. And Thompson kicks to Harris. Johnson against Ivy. Lets it go from deep. A shot missing. Some solid defense from Johnson. Down low. It's stolen by Harris. And they're on the break. Robinson on the wing. He's covered by Gill. The Wizards have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Carrington. Left side, Jones. Johnson outside. 5 on the clock. Now, Kispert. A fadeaway. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Kispert's got 5 points so far.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And so it's Washington. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Chris Middleton. Carlton Carrington is out there with Cam Whitmore. Then it's Johnson, and it's Champagnie in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Robinson kicks to LeVert. Pass to Holland, and here is Robinson. Out to the wing. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Detroit, no good that time either.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Robinson passes to Stewart. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Wizards. Here in the fourth quarter, the defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Wizards making a switch here. Sar's checked in. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Duran's checked in.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Tobias Harris is checked in for Holland. Asar Thompson comes in for Robinson. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Karis LeVert. Here's Ivey. Following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Harris setting the pick for Cunningham. And the three off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Knocks down the three ball.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Now, here is George. A three from McCollum. In the corner, it's Saw. From downtown, Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And a wide open look for Cunningham. No good, unable to end this run. Wizards leading by 21. Middleton for three. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. It's his fifth basket.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Now, here's Ivey. Took him no time at all on that one. 6 points for Jaden Ivey.
Oh, how about the quick thinking by Ivey? I love when he goes right at it with the shot.
Three-pointer. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Kicks advantage. That J is good.
One thing I really like about Asar Thompson, he's
a team-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Four on the shot clock. Boom, he chains it straight down.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Washington.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Chris Middleton.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
Now, here's LeVert. Layup, no good. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Let's lose a three. And it doesn't go. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
For three. Cleared away by Stewart. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one.